I'm guessing if you've used a tape measure, you've experienced this nonsense. I've experienced it, and I know you probably have too, and it can be a little bit frustrating. Rulers and tape measures have come a long way. Have you ever used one of these? It's commonly referred to, well, I think it's technically called an engineer's ruler, but oftentimes it's called a wooden ruler or a folding ruler, or my grandfather used to call it a pocket ruler because you could put it right in your back pocket. This is the most common one. This is called the tape measure or the tape rule. They're anywhere from 12, 16, 20, 25, 30 feet in size, but they have the little metal clip on the back that you can put on your belt or clip it to your pocket. Probably the most common measuring tool used for construction, any type of fabrication work, around the house, hanging pictures, anything like that. This is usually the go-to. The tape rule or tape measure can also be found in 100-foot lengths. This is a fiberglass tape. It's 100 feet long. Not something that you would use to measure, your curtains, but it's usually used for like outside type work. There's also the roll of tape, which is used. You'll see guys at construction jobs, if they're putting in a driveway, maybe they're putting in drainage or building a new road. You'll see them walk along the road with a big wheel with a handle on it. That's a roll tape or a rolling tape or a wheel tape or a wheel measure or roll of tape. I don't even know what it's called. It's used for measuring greater distances than that 100-foot fiberglass tape rule, tape measure thing. More recently, these laser tape measures have become pretty popular. This one is made by Hilti. It's really nothing fancy about it. It measures from point A to point B, and this produces a red laser. You can do metric or feet and inches. Works pretty good. This one right here, though, is one that I got as a gift. Thank you, Bella. This is also a laser tape rule, tape measure. It's a little bit different than that Hilti one, though. It's rechargeable, comes with a little cable. The batteries in it are AA sized, and you can either charge it. You need to, you can pull them out and put regular AA's in the back. So you can take those out and put regular AA's. Pretty handy stuff. Anyway, what makes this more unique than the ones that I've already shown you? First off, it's a green laser, not a red laser. But this one also measures. So this one you measure from the back. So you put this up against the wall and you measure to the other side of the room, and that's how you get your measurement. This one, the main setting is you measure off the back. It can also be measured off the middle, and it does have a threaded fitting here, so you can put it on a tripod, or you can set it up to measure off the front. So you can do the front, the middle, or the back. And you do that. So if you look at the screen, you'll see over here on the side, it's got a little picture of the laser tape measure. You'll see how it's indicating that it's measuring off the back of it. If I push and hold this, you see it's now in the middle. And then if I push and hold it again, it measures off the front. So you can change it and set it up any way you want. You can also use it to measure area and volume and angles. Let's walk through that. All right, let's run through a couple of demos and we'll see, I can show you how it works. Pretty slick, actually. All right, when you turn it on, you're going to have this screen, and you're going to see we're measuring from the back of the laser, and we are going to push this button down here. This is like your menu button, so we're going to push that, and you're going to see that it has a square that's flashing. So right there, we're going to measure our length and our width. So we're going to shine the laser over on the wall. That's our length. We're going to shine the laser over on this wall. That's our width. And that's going to tell us we got 166.796 square feet. Now let's say you wanted to measure the volume. So the length times the width times the height. So what you want to do is hit your menu. You'll see the square. That's the one we just did. Then you'll see the box. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to shine it over there on that end of the wall. We're going to measure that. We're going to measure to the left. And then we're going to measure above. And that's going to give us 589.13 cubic feet. No using your phone or calculator to figure that out. It does it for you. Pretty cool, right? The other cool thing that this thing does is it measures angles, and it'll also measure the distance within that angle. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I know the top of this toolbox is 24 inches from the wall. And what I did is I put a mark on this piece of tape, I put another mark at 18 inches, and I put another mark at 24 inches. So let me show you what we can do with this laser. If you know, you know. Okay, once we got it turned on, we're going to push our menu button 3 times, and you're going to see the angle icon. The back edge of the digital tape measure to the front edge of this countertop. I'm going to put the laser up to my 18-inch mark, and I'm going to measure that. Now you can see it's looking for the bottom angle, so I'm going to line up the back of my laser to the front of my countertop. I'm going to measure that. Okay, so you can see I got 2.536 feet is the 18-inch height, and then we've got 2.005 feet. That is from the wall to the front edge of the countertop, and the 1.553 foot is the distance between the bottom X and the top X, which is 18 inches. Let's try this again with this 2-foot mark that I have here. From that X to that X is 2 feet. The back of our electronic tape measure to the front edge of the countertop, we're going to be measuring the angle. So we're going to go all the way up to the 24 mark, and then we're going to measure the lower mark, and there's what we have. So we know the top mark is 2.854 feet in length from here to there. And we know that the bottom one is 1.995, which is from here to there. And we also know that 2.042 feet is the distance between this and that. So that seems pretty handy to me. It also does other stuff. There's other angle stuff that you can do with this, but honestly, I'm not going to get much more involved than that myself, but it seems pretty cool. So this is just a new tool that I have. I just thought I'd share it with you. It's kind of unique. Maybe you want to check it out. Maybe you don't. If you do, I put a link in the description below. If you don't, then maybe go check out one of the other videos that I've done. I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.